When you talk about the 2 minute at the end of the game, a little bit more a little bit more tricky. Right, you got the ball, you got 40 seconds left, and you hit a big time play to Mooney, and you get that big time play to Mooney right there, and you really, in our opinion, right there, want to jump the ball. Want to jump the ball with the reason being behind it is to keep the regulated rush. Right, if we call timeout right there, if we clock it, we do any of those situations like that, we stop the clock. That allows them in the fringe area to bring out some of their unregulated rushes, their designer blitzes, their zeros, all those type of things. Their satellite like coverage that we know about from Quinny and what they've been able to do and have a lot of success with. But what we're able to do is get a 4-man rush, regulated rush with the guys that we know coming, get those guys blocked up, catch a 2-man in the back end, and get us a really good look on the sideline to Mooney that we just missed. And it took a little too long, and I'd like to have that back, obviously, because it didn't work, and possibly call a timeout and go against the harder looking defense or take a chance that I'm going to get the harder looking defense. But man, in hindsight, if we can just hit that one route and we get a chance to have the timeouts to utilize the whole field on the next throws, then we get a chance to get in better position to make it an easier field goal to end the day in regulation. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way for me. And I know it's always going to be questioned, and fairly so, and fairly granted to you guys, but you got to make those decisions at the heat of the moment. And with my study, knowing the people, knowing the personnel of Joe Witt and Quinn on what's going to happen if that clock gets stopped and how it's going to go down for my young quarterback when it comes to protection purposes, I wanted to get him a regulated 4-man rush with my guy standing in the pocket, being able to deliver a throw, being able to get it done. And this is not throwing my guy under the bus by any means. I will ride with this guy anywhere and all the time. And I hate when it even comes out that I'm trying to do that. I'm just simply explaining the rationale and the thought process behind it because I really believed in it at the time. And when you look back at it, obviously you got to question it and you got to second guess. Being a first-year guy, second game, do you want to handle that differently? Maybe. But I tell you what, man, like when you even go to Zeno, talk to us a minute, but when you even go to that in the stats, it's a 50-50 whether you do it or not and how you go about that process. Just like to be able to get it done a lot faster. We like to be able to get it done and complete it. And you like to see the results if it happened the way we had planned it out.